A groom gets up to speak at his wedding. He asks a question. He says, why is it that when a couple breaks up, the guy's friends try to comfort him by saying, you could do better? He asks, why don't they say, you could be better? The groom then goes on to praise his bride by thanking her for helping him to be better. I love that speech. This week's parsha is Mishpatim. In it, Moses reads the Torah to the Jewish people from Bereshit all the way until the giving of the Torah and the mitzvot that were given in a place called Mara. After the Jewish people hear the reading of the Torah, they say the words, the famous words, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do and we will hear. On those words, the Amoraim of the Talmud, the sages of the Talmud, comment. They say, when the Jews said Na'aseh before Nishma, a bas kol, a voice from heaven, rung out and said, who revealed to my children the secret that my ministering angels use? As if the words Na'aseh v'nishma were the secret of the ministering angels. Now the thing is, angels don't have a choice. Angels don't have free choice. Malachei Hasharet are created in order to do God's will, and that's what they do. I would think that the secret of the angels is the word Na'aseh, we will do. But the Jewish people said that word in last week's parsha, and the Amoraim don't comment on it. They say the words Na'aseh v'nishma, those two words, in that order, are the secret of the angels. Na'aseh is essential, but it's not what makes the angels holy. It's actually the nishma part. We have 3 levels of serving God. First level of serving God is fear of punishment. I'm afraid I'll be punished, so I'll do God's will. Very nice, not the greatest way of serving God. A higher level is out of love of God. I feel a love for God. It includes also the fear of punishment, but I'm moving it up a notch. Still the highest level is yirat haromimut, which literally means fear or awe of his grandeur. Awe or fear of his grandeur is the highest level from which to serve God. Remember that scene from The Wizard of Oz where Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow, they're standing trembling before the wizard. Of course, they're not really in front of the wizard. They're facing a smoke screen behind which the actual little man hides. Well, that wizard is kind of like the icons of this world. Basically, the closer you get, the less impressive they are. But real godliness and God himself is most impressive the closer you get. Hashem is so impressive that we are more blown away by his majesty the closer we get to him. And being blown away by God's majesty is exactly what the Jews were reaching for when they said the nishma. When they didn't just say we will do, but when they said we will hear. We won't just do God's will, we want to experience God's will through our senses. And this is the secret of the malachim. The angels, they're in God's will. They sense God's will. It's all around them. That's why they don't have a choice. Hashem's awesome grandeur is too apparent and too obvious for them to opt out of doing his will. When we say Na'aseh v'nishma in that order, we're accepting the challenge to reach for godliness from more than fear of punishment, from more than love, and with more than our behavior. We're saying not only can we do better, we can be better. And we're never better than when we're with God. Good Shabbos.